All right, there we go. Chali, let's sit in Jnana Mudra, thumb and index finger together, back straight, neck straight, gentle smile on your face. Let's take a nice deep breath. Om. 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 Rub your palms together. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Palms gently on the eyes, face, entire body, and Jai Jinendra Sabhi ko. Chali. Let us start with Namokar mantra. Namo Arihantanam. Namo Siddhanam. Namo Airiyanam. Namo Uvajjayanam. Namo Love Savasahunam. Eso Panchanamo Yaro Savapavapanasano. Mangalanancha Sauvesim Padmam Ohi Mangalam Chattari Mangalam Arihanta Mangalam Siddha Mangalam Sahu Mangalam Kevali Pranato Dhammo Mangalam Chattari Loguttama Arihanta Loguttama Siddha Loguttama Sahu Loguttama Kevalipana Todhammo Loguttamo Chattari Saranam Pavvachami Arhante Saranam Pavvachami Siddhe Saranam Pavvachami Sahu Saranam Pavvachami Kevalipana Tam Dham Saranam Pavvachami. Very warm welcome to everyone. Anvi, good to see you after a very long time. Chaliye, quick revision. Who's going to tell me what did we cover last week? Chaliye, Chaliye, Anvi was not here last week. Come on, what's in your notebooks? Come on. Ridhima was here. Taran, Bihan. Arvi was there last week. Jaldi se batao, so that we can take it further. So we had finished Vitarag Vigyan 1, 2, and Bal Bodh 1, 2, and 3. And we started with Vitarag Vigyan. Do you remember? हमने कौन सा टॉपिक पढ़ा था last week? Come on. Aditi was there last week. Anvi goes, I don't know. Yes, quickly Aditi, आप बताओ. Ridhima, Aditi, Jia. Unmute करो बेटा. Or you don't remember. If you don't remember, say you don't remember. Then I'll tell you. चलिए जल्दी से. So we all need to get our books out. You remember I was reading from Vitarag Vigyan part 1 last week. We revised about Palbodh 1, 2, 3, a few chapters, and then we went to Vitarag Vigyan. Now I have some very exciting news for you. We are going to have our small assessment, which is going to be an open book exam. How cool is that? Wish all the exams in the world were open book, where you don't have to mug up anything. It's just to check if our concepts are right. So I would like each one of you right after class, if you can write your name and your email ID. You give me your names and email IDs so that each one of you will have a Moodle account. Okay, and we will be doing our Balbodh 1, 2, 3 exams. Should we do a quick revision of Balbodh 1, 2, 3 for the exams? Do you think that would be good? Yes or no? Quickly. All right, Chali, then let me open up Balbodh topics. We'll do 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's start with Balbodh part 3. English. Let me go to the English version. Chaliye. And we discussed about Panch Parmeshtis. So Parmeshti पांच होते हैं. Arihan Siddh Acharya Upadhyay Sadhus. And we also saw the attributes, the traits of Parmeshtis. Okay, we started with this Stuti Ati Punya Udaimam Aya. And we did 4 lines, about 6 lines of this stuti. Okay, now let's do the next. Tava Padmama Urme Aye, Laki Kumati Vimoha Palaye, Nij Gyan Kala Ur Jagi, Ruchi Purna Swahit Me Lagi, Ruchi Lagi Hit Me Atma Ke Satsang Me Ab Man Laga, मन में हुई अब भावना, तब भक्ति में जाऊं रंगा, प्रिय वचन की हो टेव गुणी गण गान में ही चित पगे, शुभ शास्त्र का नित हो मनन मन तोष वादन ते भगे. What does this mean? What does this mean? When thy feet, matlab Bhagwan ke charan, when your feet are in my heart, what happens? So when I come to your feet, my delusion, mithyatva, okay, my wrong beliefs, my vimoha means when I'm confused, it disappears. I just gain clarity. I gain right faith. Now my soul has awakened and I have become devoted to the good of oneself. Swahit means to the evolution of my soul. Now, with this devotion, I realize the importance of saints. Satsang mein ab man laga. Now my mind is engrossed in good company. I like to listen to Muniraj and sadhus, and my mind has dived deep in your devotion. कभी आपको होता है when you go to the temple you feel deeply devoted to भगवान? ऐसे होता है? You really want to become like Bhagwan. You adore Bhagwan so much. I should always speak kindly of others. Now, this is very important. Okay? Priya Vachan ki hote. Always speak good of others, speak kind of others, and appreciate their merits. Okay? उनके जो भी अच्छे qualities होती है, appreciate them. And Shubh Shastra ka nit ho manan. Okay, let me study the tenets and man dosha vadan te bhage. May I keep myself, may I never speak about the bad things in others, about what others are preaching wrong. May I never ever even speak about those. Okay, so these are the 6 lines we've learned today. Now let's go to our chapter of 5 Parmeshtis. Okay, so we had seen who Aryans are. Uh, is it very, very clear to everyone? Aryan, Siddhacharya, Upadhyay, Sadhu, कौन होते? Aryans have 46 special qualities. Can anyone be a householder and be a Aryant or Siddh? कोई घर में रह के अरिहंत सिद्ध बन सकता है? No, they all take diksha. Okay, they leave the household. It's called renunciation. Diksha ले लेते हैं. They accept monkhood, destroy the 4 ghatiya karmas. Okay, how do they destroy it? By being in their own soul. They attain Ananta Darshan, Ananta Gyan, Ananta Sukha, and Ananta Virya. So this is about Arihants. How are the 46 qualities calculated? How do they amount to 46? 10 are related to their birth. Okay, 10 are related to their Keval Gyan, omniscience. And 14 related to godly accomplishments. When they become a Keval Gyani, the gods shower the other 14 auspicious things. And 8 are related to Pratiharya. 8 Pratiharya, 8 auspicious objects. And 4 are related to the soul. Anant Darshan, Anant Gyan, Anant Sukh, Anant Virya. This is about Arihants. Siddhas, they have 8 special qualities. Now, how many karmas have Siddhas destroyed? कौन बताएगा? How many karmas? सिद्ध अरिहंतों के 4 है. सिद्धों के कितने कर्म डिस्ट्रॉय हुए हैं? Come on.
8.
8. All 8 karmas. Siddhas don't have even one tiny speck of a karma. They've completely destroyed all the karmas. Okay, and they gain 8 special qualities: perfect faith, perfect perception or vision, knowledge, aguru lagutva, which is constancy of individuality. They never come back into sansar. Accommodativeness. They don't have a body, they accommodate one inside the other because they are just pure souls. Subtleness. They don't have a gross body, supreme strength, and Anantavirya, undisturbed by any obstacles or obstructions. Now, Acharya Upadhyay sadhus, these are all Muniraj. Okay, Acharya bhi sadhu hote hai, Upadhyay bhi sadhu hote hai. Then what is the difference? So they all have taken Diksha. Acharyas are leaders or heads of the Muni Sangh. Okay, and they give Diksha to those who want to take Diksha, to those Shravaks who want to take Diksha. If someone has confessed any mistake, then they give them prayashchit, okay, mild punishment. If someone has done something that is not in within the boundaries of what Muniraj do. Okay, they are called acharyas, and they also preach. If you and I go to and request Muniraj ki hame pravachan do, teach us something, they also preach. So three things: they give diksha, they give prayashchit vidhi se shuddh karte hain, they purify the faults, and the third is they also preach. That is about acharyas. Upadhyayas, these are the teachers. So they first learn and then they teach all the Muniraj. And all these Acharya Upadhyay sadhus are all engrossed in their pure souls. ठीक है? Acharyas have 36 special qualities. मूल गुण जिसको कहते हैं, Upadhyas have 25 and sadhus have 28 special qualities. Okay? All the five Parmeshtis are devoid. They do not have any attachment or aversion. Na rag, na dvesh. And what are they doing at all times? Pursuit of the truth, self-realization, आत्मा का ज्ञान ध्यान. Yes, Arvi, आपको बोलना है बेटा कुछ? Sorry, I just wanted to finish this.
Yeah, can
बोलो
you
Arvi.
send this in the group or no?
Do you want it right away or after the class is okay?
Like after the class is over.
All right, because now you can see it on the screen.
Yeah.
Anyone has any doubts? Now, the five Parmeshtis is like the basic chapter which we all should be very clear upon. Anyone has any doubts about the five Parmeshtis? And Avi, you have studied this so many times before, haven't you? Okay, Chali. Because we are just doing a revision, we are quickly going to zoom through all these chapters. If you have a doubt, I'll clarify. Last time we had seen this also. 8 fundamentals of householders, जिसको कहते हैं अष्टमूल गुण. We all should be following these 8 fundamentals. Now, what are these Ashtamul guns? Madhya is alcohol or liquor, Mas is meat, Madhu is honey, and Panch Udumbar Fal. Okay, so uh, alcohol, meat, honey, and 5 Udumbar Fal. That counts to 8. So, why should we not be having these? Alcohol क्यों नहीं पीना चाहिए? Because it affects our mental function. Okay, and also alcohol is made up of grapes, um, which are kept in a barrel for months and years and decades. And do you know, the older the wine, the more expensive it is, because they say it tastes good. But do you think it would be so? Because when something is fermented, what happens in it? Even if we keep just water for over 24 hours, there's going to be tiny little jeev, tiny living beings. So imagine in a bottle of wine, okay, it's been sealed and it's been kept for like years on end. So many, not just 1 cent, 2, 3, 4, 5 cents jeeves, okay, they take birth there and they're dying within the same bottle. And people take pride in drinking that. Okay, so do you think it's something to take pride upon? Or to feel ashamed of. Okay, so it's very, very important to always keep wine away from us. Never be tempted. A lot of people, as you grow up, will ask you to drink wine. So what? It's very cool to drink wine, beer, wine, or spirits. But remember what it is made up of. Okay? Then let's come to, and also plus what wine does. It won't let you think in the right way because it numbs your nervous system. It affects our nervous system. So you forget the power, the wisdom of discernment of what is right and what is wrong. Now let's come to mass, which is meat. And we all know why we don't eat meat, right? Because we eat only 1 sense living beings. Ideally, we should not be eating anything at all. But because we have a body, because right now our soul is within the body, we need energy for the body so that we can do atma sadhana. Like for you to go to school, you need energy, you need lunch and breakfast, lunch, snacks, and dinner. Why? so that you can focus on your studies. So, just like that, because our body needs nutrition, we should make sure it's only out of one sensed um, beings. What does that mean? Only fruits or vegetable legumes, something that grows on plants. We are okay to eat one sense, but that too, we should make sure that we are not wasting anything. Okay? Chali. So, do we need to discuss on why not to eat meat? We've done this in great detail. Everyone's okay with this? Yes, chali. And then comes to madhu. Madhu is honey. Why don't we eat honey? Because that is like the vomit of the honeybees. They suck the honey from the flowers, the nectar from the flowers, and they go and vomit it into their beehive. Okay? And there in the beehive, there's lots of tiny eggs of honeybees, and there's a lot of thrust jeev. You remember we studied about sthavar, which is one sense, and thrust, which is two, three, four, 5 sense jeeves. So lots of thrust jeeves also there. That's why we don't eat honey. So Madhya Mas honey. Madhya Mas Madhu. These are the Hindi names. And Panch Udambar Fal. Bar, People, Pakar, Umar, and Katumar. Out of which the one you might know is fig, the fig family. Okay. And so we should always stay away, abstain from taking these. Okay. Knowledge of the self is the way to liberation. The only way we can attain freedom, liberation is through knowledge of the self. Okay. And imagine if I'm taking Madhyamas Madhu, how will I be able to attain self realization, knowledge of the self? Because to have pure thoughts, our food needs to be pure. Do you remember last time I said to you, Jaisa khave anna, the sort of food you eat, Vaisa hove man. Okay, it influences your mind, your thoughts. Jaisa pive pani, Vaisi hove vani. So the way you talk is also important. The way you talk depends on the sort of water you drink. So is that chapter clear to everyone so far? All good? No doubts? Chali. We are quickly going through this because we've studied all this before, and this is just a revision. If there is any point you want me to highlight upon, okay, Anvi, Aditi, Jia, Rohan, please let me know. Chali. Now, senses means panch indriya. We're talking about senses means panch indriya. Now, we are all Jains. Like Anvi, Arvi, they've written Jain behind their name. What does Jain mean? Jain is the one who follows the path shown by Jinn. Now, who is this Jinn? Is he a genie? No. Jinn वो होते हैं one who has won over delusion, attachment and aversion. जिन्होंने मोह राग द्वेष को जीत लिया है. They are winners. They are victors. What have they attained victory over? Our moha rag and dvesh. Okay. Now, they have attained victory over their enemies. And who are our real enemies? Enemies are not someone outside, they are the ones within. Okay, the bodily organs, the 5 senses help us to gain knowledge. Okay, now senses do help with worldly beings in the process of knowledge. They help us see, taste, hear, touch. Okay, but those who conquer the 5 senses, जो 5 इंद्रियों को जीतते हैं, उन्हें कहते हैं जितेंद्रिय या जिनेंद्र. और हम उन जिनेंद्र भगवान के फॉलोअर्स हैं. ठीक है, इसीलिए हमको जैन कहते हैं. So, should we abstain from the experiences of pain or pleasure associated with the 5 senses? Okay, so a daughter asks a mother, तो ये जो 5 senses है, are these our enemies? Should we not um, associate with the senses? So, how many senses are there? Touch, taste, smell, sight, and hearing. Touch, taste, smell, sight, and hearing. 5 senses. Okay. What does the science of touch do? It teaches us, it helps us to know what is heavy, rough, smooth, hard, soft, cold, and hot. Is there any other sense that you know of? No. All the senses, all the sense of touch will come under these. Okay. Then taste. Sour, sweet, bitter, pungent. Khatta, meetha, kadwa, kashayla, charpara. Okay, charpara is like spicy, chili. Okay, and then smell, it'll be either fragrance, good smell, or bad smell. Color, the eyes, black, blue, yellow, red, and white. And all the colors are a combination of these. So we saw touch, taste, smell, um, eyes, and your information is correct. Let me know what all these five senses have to know. Now, touch, taste, smell, color, and sound are known by the senses. Okay? Touch, taste, smell, and color are nature or qualities of Pudgal. Who is this? Is this Amit के नाम से किसने join किया है? Is this Neve and Meher?
Yeah, we have to change her name.
What are you up to today? Pay attention. Chali. Now, sounds and words are also known. Okay? But these are manifestations of matter. ये भी तो पुद्गल द्रव्य ही है. Okay? Whatever words are coming out of your mouth, whatever sounds you hear, all these senses cannot lead to the soul. Our senses can only help us know what is outside. But to know what is inside, we have to shut down the senses and focus on the soul. Okay? The welfare of the soul. Atma ka benefit किस में है? Knowledge में है. Okay? Our five senses are of no avail in knowing the soul. Do you think any Muniraj would have attained Atma Gyan by looking outside? Never. That's why whenever we go to Mandirji, we see our Bhagwan. He's not sleeping, but it's called Nasagra Drushti. He's just focusing on the tip of his nose, which sort of depicts he's focusing within. He does not want to see anything outside. Just as pleasures of the senses are not worth having, similarly, knowing things other than the soul is not important. What is most important? To know about the soul, to experience the pure soul. Is that clear for everyone? Chari, let's just read these principles now because this is an important chapter. So, Aditi Ridhima. Ridhima, you can read 1 to 5, Aditi 6 to 10. Come on.
Okay. One who has conquered delusion, attachment, and aversion and the five senses is a jinn. A, a devotee of jinn or one who obeys the precepts of a jinn is a jain. Senses, specific signs of body, are indifferent causes of knowledge for the worldly beings. Touch sense is what which leads to the perception of light, heavy, rough, smooth, cold, hot, and hard, soft. Taste sense is which leads to the perception of sour, sweet, salty, and bitter tastes.
Good. Ridhima, Aditi, part of it. Is everyone understanding? So, this is just a revision of what we just did now. Yes.
6. Nose that feels good and bad smells is the sense of smelling. 7. Eyes that know the different colors are the sense of sight. 8. Ears are conductive to the knowledge of sound. 9. These senses lead to material knowledge, not to the knowledge of the self. 10. Sensory knowledge and sensory pleasures are of no consequence. Knowledge of the soul alone is desirable.
Very good. Ears are conducive, means the ears help us to know about sounds, different sounds around us. ठीक है? चलिए, now good conduct. Very, very simple chapter, but again, very, very important. What we should eat, what we should not eat. जो भक्ष्य है, that which we can eat is called bhaksha, okay? Which we are allowed to eat, which we should be eating. And that which we should not be eating is called abhaksha, okay? And there's 5 different types of abhakshas, which we should not be eating. Okay? First is involving injury or death to moving creatures. Okay? It's called trasaghat, जिसमें 2, 3, 4, 5 sense जीव को हम नहीं kill करते. That's why we eat only fruits and veggies and plant-based food. Okay? So it's called trasghat. Does everyone know tras means 2, 3, 4, 5 sense jeeves? I've repeated it many times, okay? And one sense are called sthavar. You can associate it like that. Sthavar is where they are on one place. They don't immobile, जिसको कहते हैं sthavar. And tras means those which can move. This is just a very gross definition for you to understand, okay? Just to make associations. Now, First is Trasghat, second is Bahughat. We don't even eat those plants, those 1 cent jeeves, which have many living beings in it, because our intention is just to fulfill our hunger and to do so with minimum hinsa, with minimum violence. So we saw Trasghat, Bahughat, then third is Anupasevya, that which is not worthy, that which is not good to intake. Then Nashakarak, that which intoxicates us, and Anishtakarak, that which is undesirable, that which is not healthy for you. Okay, now many small and big creatures are found in these Udambar phal we saw, and that's why we should not eat them. Okay, now let's go to all vegetables grown underground. If we eat them, it involves destruction. Destruction of what? First, you're just removing the entire plant. Whereas when we eat peas or beans, you're just removing the a part, just the vegetable. You're plucking the vegetable, not the entire plant. That's why it's less hinsa. Okay. And why don't we eat underground veggies? Because there's many, countless, infinite little jeev in them. That's why we should not eat them. Okay. So Trasghat, we all saw Madhyamas Madhu. Why don't we eat it? Because it's got 2, 3, 4, 5 sanjeev. And we are followers of Bhagwan Mahavir, which speaks about the core value of ahimsa. That's why we don't have Trasjeev. And we don't intake, even by mistake, no Trasjeev. Second, Bahughat is where lots of jeeves are killed. Third is Anupasevya. For example, if you have a cut on your finger, would you suck your blood? No, remember, blood also has lots of living beings. Okay, and neither would we. If you vomit, no matter how hungry you are, will you ever eat that vomit? No, it would be very gross, isn't it? Same with your stool, which is your poo or your urine, your wee. They are eating means using articles despised by people. They cannot be taken without strong passion of attachment. Therefore, they are abhaksha. Now, sometimes in India, some people drink their own urine early in the morning, okay? And they say it's good for health. But would you do it? No, not because that is one type of anupasevya. It is abhaksha. Okay. Then coming to intoxicants, not just alcohol. See, in the previous chapter, we just learned about alcohol and why we should not take that. But here we are talking about all types of intoxicants. It could be opium, it could be drugs, tobacco, hemp, it could be vaping. You know, there are these electric cigarettes which is called vaping. And we don't even need to know about them, but they're all sorts of intoxicants. And we'll be addicted to them in a way or so. That's why they are a part of abhaksha. Okay. And the last one comes anishtakarak. Someone who's got diabetes, if they have a lot of sugar, they'll fall sick. It'll further ruin their body, their health. That's why it's not good for them. If you've got a cold and cough, would you throw a tantrum to mom or dad that I want to have ice cream now, a tub of ice cream? No, that would be anishtakarak, unfavorable for your health. Okay, so I would not consume anything that would be unfavorable for my health. So we've seen 5 types of abhaksha: trasghat, bahughat, anupasevya, nashakarak, and anishtakarak. Okay, these were the Hindi names. Trasghat is where many living beings are there. 2, 3, 4, 5 cents living beings. Bahughat, 1 cent, but many. Anupasevya is you're intaking something that is that's not decent to intake. That's not good to take. Okay, the world does not think that's something good to do. Just like saliva or your wee or poo. And then we come to nashakarak, intoxicants, and anishtakarak. Clear for everyone? So far, all good? Any doubts? All right. Am I going a bit too fast? All good? Chali. We'll try to finish Balbodh 1 and then we might do a mega Kahoot on Balbodh 3. Chali. Now let's go to Dravya, Gun and Paryaya, a beautiful topic, and we've done this many times. What is a Dravya? What is the world? It's a mass of substances. Okay, the universe is a collection, a conglomeration of substances. A substance is a mass of attributes, of gun. Okay, 6 द्रव्यों के समूह को विश्व कहते हैं. 6 types of dravyas in this world. What is a dravya, a substance? It is a collection of gun. गुणों के समूह को द्रव्य कहते हैं. Okay. And what does a substance have? It contains attributes and modifications. Dravya ke andar, one, they have gun, and every gun has its own form or paryay. So we learned four new terms here. Vishwa is universe. Universe is made up of substances, which is dravya. Dravya is made up of gun and paryay. Gun is the qualities or the attributes, and paryay is the different forms they go through. Clear so far? Everyone? That's great. Chaliye. The changes in the attributes are called their modification. Modification means paryay. Okay? For example, that which exists in all the parts of a substance and in all its modifications is called an attribute. For example, जैसे ज्ञान दर्शन है, it exists in Jeev and it also existed in the past when we might have been in Devgati or Naragati or Tiryansh Gati. It exists now, and wherever we'll go in the future, knowledge will never leave us. It's a part of us. It's what the soul is made up of. So consciousness is the quality or attribute of the soul because it's found in all jeevs, right from Nigodhya jeev to liberated souls. Do you all remember what Nigodhya jeev was? Sabko yaad hai? Okay, those tiny little, no, even Meher say no. Nigodhya jeev are the tiniest form of living beings. Okay, they cannot be seen with naked eyes. And who can tell me how many times do they take birth and death in one breath? One inhale and exhale is one breath. Does anyone remember?
18.
Excellent. Ek shwas mein 8-10, which is 18 times. They take birth and death. So they're so busy and all that they're doing is just taking birth and dying. Those are Nigodhya jeev. And even they have knowledge, Gyan, and also Siddha Bhagwan have similar Gyan. Okay, so the knowledge is same, the level of knowledge or the purity is different. Meher and Neev, are you understanding, Meher? Is that interesting for you? Nigodhya jeev?
So in 18 breaths they die, and then 18 like new ones?
No, they don't die in 18 breaths. In one breath, they take birth and die 18 times. All right? We had studied this long back, okay? But that's okay. This is an important one, and they are the lowest form of jivas. Because imagine how negligible their knowledge would be. All they're doing is taking birth and dying, birth and death, birth and death. Okay? Chali. Now let's go forward. How many qualities are in the soul? There's infinite qualities. Okay? Not just soul, in all the 6 dravyas. Which are the 6 substances? Jeev, Pudgal, Dharma, Adharma, Akash, and Kal. These are the 6 substances. Okay? Now, so the question was asked by a student, maybe like Ridhima or Zoe asked, so is the soul a storehouse of infinite qualities? Just like there's a storehouse, just like in your pantry, there's a bottle and mama has stored something in the bottle. Are good qualities stored in the soul like that? So no, it's not stored like that, because from the bottle mama can remove the pulses or the rice, whatever she's kept. But can anyone remove the qualities from your soul? आपके आत्मा से कोई ज्ञान निकाल सकता है? No, never. Okay? Those are infinite attributes, and attributes are of 2 kinds. 2 प्रकार के गुण होते हैं. Okay? The ones which are found in all the dravyas, they are called common attributes. And those which are found only in particular, specific, individual ones, they are called specific attributes. Okay? Example. All dravyas exist. That's why it's a common attribute. Okay? All the 6 dravyas have this quality of existence. But only living beings have this quality of consciousness or gyan. So one is a common one and one is a specific one. Now today we'll study what are the common attributes. First is existence. Okay? All of them exist. Second, जिसको कहते हैं अस्तित्व. You, sorry. Just like Jeev, there's Pudgal, Dharma, Adharma, Akash, Kal. 6 substances, all of them exist. All of them have a function. Okay? That's the attribute of functionality. All of them keep changing, so they have changeability. All of them can be known by some knowledge or the other. Knowability, all of them have infinite qualities within. No one can remove the qualities, or one dravya, one substance cannot change into another. So they have that constancy of individuality. And each substance has a particular shape. That's called shape retention. In Hindi, they are called astitva, vastutva, dravyatva, prameyatva, agurulagutva, and pradeshatva. And these are the English meanings of those. All right. The potentiality or quality by virtue of which a substance is never destroyed. That is called astitva. That teaches us that I will never die. No one can destroy a soul or any other dravya because it is infinite and eternal. So that makes us fearless. I'll teach you a phrase. It's Sat Dravya Lakshanam. Sat means that which is eternal, that which always exists. So what changes is only the form. The soul is eternal, only the form of soul changes. What is functionality? Because of which a substance performs its own specific functions. So every dravya has a particular function or utility. What is changeability? That because of which a substance is constantly changing. See, the meaning lies so much in the word itself. Okay. Now, existence merely denotes that something is present, but functionality shows that there's a reason, there's a particular function. And changeability shows that all the substances are constantly changing in their form. Now, knowability, that quality because of which we are able to know objects, that is called knowability. And every substance has the power to be known by someone. That's because of knowability. Constancy, the power that keeps a substance in the original form. One substance is not transformed into another. One attribute does not become another. That is called constancy. And shape retentivity means pradeshatva, the attribute because of which all substances have a particular shape. Even the tiniest Nigodya jeev, we might not be able to see it, but it's got a particular shape. All right. So these are the 6 types of common attributes. Okay. Now we are all souls, we are all living beings, and the substances are all masses. All dravyas are a collection of good. Okay. Nothing can challenge our existence, and we cannot be destroyed by anything. With awareness, when we understand what a dravya is, what a substance is, what its attributes are, and how its form change, we will be fearless. Consciousness means knowledge. Gyan is our attribute. And pay attention now. Ignorance means moha, rag, and dvesh. That is not my true nature. This is wrong belief, perverse feelings. Okay, these will go away when we take refuge in our soul. When we take saran. You remember how we said, Chattari saranam pavachami. Saran means refuge. When we seek refuge in our soul, that's when all our delusion, attachment, aversion, moha, rag, dvesh will go away. All right, understood the chapter? Was that easy? Was that easy? Slightly difficult for someone who've heard this the first time, but when we revise over and over again, it'll be easy. All right. Now there's one chapter called Bhagwan Neminath, which you can read by yourself. That's only a very simple. Does everyone know about Bhagwan Neminath and the story where he was going to get married? No, someone says no. And he was, yeah, some of you know this. All right, that's fine. We'll watch a movie of Bhagwan Neminath. Or maybe I'll yes, bolo beta. Someone want to put their hand up?
Didn't you tell us the story?
I did, I have. And that's why I'm not going to do this again. I'll leave this as homework for y'all. Okay, he is the one who. Okay, which number Tirthankar is Bhagwan Neminath? Come on. 22. Okay, his chinna is a shell, a shank, okay, a conch shell. And he went to moksha from Girnar. And then the last one is a beautiful little poem where Bhagwan's Vani, they've given a simile. They've compared it to a mountain, to the Himalayas. It starts from the Himalayas, and then Bhagwan's Vani was understood by Gautam Swami. Okay, and then it came down in his lineage. Okay, uh, and when we listen to Bhagwan's Vani, the great mountain of delusion, our Moha Rag Dvesh, is destroyed. And swimming in the deep ocean of consciousness, I bow down to Bhagwan's Vani. And how is the Vani? His voice illuminates the elements of life. We understand about the dravyas. We understand about the substances in life, in this universe. And it is full of consciousness. And without Bhagwan's Vani, we will not be able to understand anything about the universe. Okay? And how could a mortal is someone who's going to die. You and I, we all have a limited number of lifespan, limited number of years. How would we have destroyed our ignorance without knowing about you? Thus praise, dhani hai jin ben bade upkari. That's why your words are so important and so beneficial to me. So we have completed Balbodh part 3 right now. Any questions so far? No? Should we do a few chapters of Balbodh 2 and then we'll do a big Kahoot, a mega Kahoot? Is that okay for you? Or are you tired? Yes or no? Yes or no? Quick. I can see a few no's. I can see a few maybes. No, no, no. All right. All right. We'll leave it for now. Okay. Should we do a mega Kahoot then? All right. Some of you all are tired. Are you tired even for the Kahoot? No, let's do a Kahoot. Let's do a mega Kahoot. What we'll do is we'll do a mega Kahoot on Balbodh 3 and we'll do a Kahoot on Balbodh 2 as well. So that makes life easier for next week. Okay? You'll have your exams very soon. Next week, we'll try to finish Balbodh part 2 and 1 so that we can open up your exams. And just make sure that you listen to or you read the Neminath Bhagwan's topic today. Maybe after Pathshala or just before bedtime. Do you all do reading every day for bedtime? You can study Neminath Bhagwan's topic. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just opening up. In the meantime, who can tell me something about Mahavir Bhagwan? Anyone who knows anything about Mahavir Bhagwan? You can just unmute and go.
He has a lot of names.
Okay, one at a time, please.
He
So
has
he
a
has
lot of names.
Good. What else?
He's the 24th Tirthankar.
Excellent. What else? What else?
His symbol is lion.
Yes. Excellent. What else do we know about Mahavir Bhagwan? At what age did he take Diksha? Do you know? At what age?
30.
30. At what age did he attain Keval Gyan?
42.
Excellent. And Nirvan? At what age did he attain Nirvan?
72.
Good, excellent. Chali, I've got a mega Kahoot for Balbodh Part 3. Now, the only thing is the questions, they're written in English, but it's like transliteration. I hope that makes sense. I'm just going to share my screen for you. So it might be slightly difficult. Like it's written, Bhakta Punya ka uday kise samajhta hai? So what is Punya ka udayan? Ati Punya uday mam aya. Okay. So if you need help, you can take help from your mom or dad while you're doing the Kahoot. Okay, it's like Jeev ab tak anant dukhi kyo hai? Why is Jeev so sorrowful in sansar? Which one? Do you want to do robot run or treasure trove? Quickly.
Robot run.
Robot run.
Treasure
Okay.
trove.
Oops, we'll do treasure trove next time now. I had clicked onto the robot run. Log in with the name of anyone, Tirthankar. Come on. It's a long Kahoot. Take help from mom or dad if you need to. Come on, everyone. Chali, I'm starting now. Everyone knows this, so I'm skipping a tutorial. Make sure you're understanding and then clicking onto the answers. Chaliye, let us have a look. Was that fun for everyone? Good learning?
Yeah.
Excellent.
But some of them were kind of hard for me, so
They were hard, yeah. And that's why maybe I'll leave you a few minutes early and you can just go through. I'll send the chapter, Balbodh, part 3, and you can just revise through it. I'll send the Hindi and the English, both the versions, okay? Chali, let us finish now. All right, let us finish with Jinvani Stuti. निज निधि निज में बता दी यह अनंत उपकार है इसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना शत बार है वंदना शत बार है वंदना शत बार है. Jai Jinendra, everyone. See you next week. Jai Jinendra. Make sure you send your email IDs.